because I was in love with them though. Like, I was fully in love with them. I needed to take photographs and share it with the whole of Wayfair. And every Saturday morning I like to do what we call 5 in 5, and that's where I talk about 5 things in about 5 minutes that may be of interest to you. And this morning I want to talk to you about the 5 reasons why customer reviews are important for your business. Now, we all know as consumers that we spend time looking through reviews. I don't know about you, but I do, to the point where actually I will say that some online clothing retailers that don't ask for customer reviews on their clothes I find really annoying, because I want to know, is it stretchy? Is it right? Is it a comfortable fit? Is it gonna, like, I want to know all of this. Is it going to take the badonk? Like, I need to know these things, and I don't get to know. So actually, I realize as time goes by that I rely on customer reviews more and more, and actually it's made me better at being a reviewer, in that I actually will take the time to put those reviews in too. But are you doing it for your business? Because nowadays, as you know, we all use it as a source of research. So if you're not having customer reviews on your website for your products and services, particularly as a small business, is it possible that you're doing yourself a disservice? So let's talk about the 5 reasons why you should indeed have customer reviews on your website. Number 1, it's about building trust and credibility for you. So reading reviews from others who have used your services helps prospective clients feel that they can trust you with their financial decisions, particularly if it's a significant financial outlay and you're the kind of service where you probably can't get a refund for that kind of service. Like, I can send back the top that don't fit me. I can't necessarily get a refund for my coaching service with you if it's not suitable for me. So people also like to feel like they're making good decisions, and that's what reading reviews can help do. It can help give them reassurance and confidence that you're the right person for them. Secondly, customers will expect to be able to read reviews. So actually these days it makes me wonder whether a no review is worse than a negative review, because with a negative review you can see the company's response to that review. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it. I know I've done it. I've seen companies where they've had a mixture of reviews, but their response to, say, negative reviews has been the thing that's maybe assured me that if I'm not happy with their service, I've got some recourse or somewhere to go with it. Now, if there's nothing being said about your business at all, I mean, is anybody actually using you? And I'm saying this knowing that I'm going to have to take some advice of myself, because I do have some reviews, for example, on my website, but maybe I need some more and I need to be asking for them more consistently. So, maybe having a lack of review within itself sends the wrong kind of message to the customer. The third one is you get an opportunity to learn from other customers or learn from your customers. So just imagine now when somebody tells you what their experience of your service is through the review process. It helps you to understand whether it's working, whether it's not working, whether the point or value of the service that you're trying to convey has really hit home or not. Because you could be out there thinking that you are doing bits and they are out there thinking that you are trash. And if you don't know that, you can't actually make any improvements. And let's face it, it's never going to be the good people who love your service that are going to shout the loudest, is it? It's always going to be the ones who had a bad experience that are going to go out there and tell everybody about it apart from you. How would you feel if your best friend was out there chatting you and telling everybody how you're full of this, but then they're not telling you? You'd feel betrayed. So give them the opportunity to tell you how they feel so you can learn from it. Fourthly, it allows you to review compliments. Your other marketing activities can improve and also increase your conversion rate. So again, it helps you to understand what you're doing right and how it's hitting your customer and how it's being conveyed to them, so you can replicate that kind of information, particularly if you're spending time and money on advertising, which these days a lot of people are. Even if the only thing you're doing is spending time on putting together promotional material or videos to sell your services, services or whatever the case may be, all of those things translate into resource. So you want to know how to be most effective in spending that time or that money on resources. And finally, reviews can help your visibility on search engines. So you may not be aware of this, but search engine optimization also looks at reviews as a way of ranking you when it comes down to you being able to be found. So again, the lack of reviews means that there's less information to be picked up online by, you know, the likes of Google, who can then promote effectively and put your services in front of people when they use generic terms to search for whatever it is that they're looking for that you happen to have. So if you know that you are an avid user of customer reviews, the question is, are you doing enough to take those reviews for your business? And if you are collecting those reviews, what are you doing with them? Don't keep them in a little notepad. Don't keep them on a Word document. Don't keep them in your DMs or wherever. Actually put them out there so that customers can see it. And one of the things actually that I try to get people to do as well is review directly. Like, I would much rather than me copying and pasting what you sent to me, you put that review directly onto my post or directly onto my website or whatever the case may be, or directly onto Google, because again, it's just more credibility when it seems like, for lack of better wording, it's coming direct from the horse's mouth. So do think about that moving forward. What was the last thing that you reviewed? What was it? What was the last thing that I reviewed? It was my light fittings. It's because I was in love with them though. Like, I was fully in love with them. I needed to take photographs and share it with the whole of Wayfair about how in love with these light fittings that I was in. But then it's really funny because I saw something the other day, and at the very top of my list I saw my review with my photos, and when people were asked how useful was this review, loads of people said, oh, actually this was really useful. So, you know, I did the company a service in the moment that I was in love. Are you allowing companies to do that service for you when they have appreciation for what you have offered? That's what I'd like to know. Right, when we come back, I've got some more good stuff for you, don't you worry. And after 11 o'clock, we're talking drop shipping. And I know a lot of you want to get rich, so you need to make sure you stick around. This one is happiness over everything.